You've been looking for the perfect planner, you've heard great things about Day Designer, and now you have to decide. Are you gonna get the daily or the weekly flagship version? I know this is a tough choice, and the punchline is that you really can't go wrong. I have used and loved both of these planners before. I have made previous videos reviewing them each individually, which I will link for you in the description. But in this video, I want to really lay them out side by side and show you the ways in which they are similar, as well as the important ways in which they differ so that you can decide which Day Designer planner is right for you. Big welcome if you are new. I'm Amber with Solutions for Simplicity, and this channel is all about helping you do more, stress less, and really free up more time for who and what you love. I make weekly videos on planning, productivity, and purposeful living, so subscribe if you haven't already. I want to let you know from the beginning that this video is not sponsored. I'm just a big Day Designer fan. I've been using their planners for 3 years, and I want to help you decide which planner to get for the year ahead. But do stay tuned to the very end of this video because there is a special little something just for you. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open these up, lay them side by side, and run through all the ways in which they are the same but different so that you can see apples to apples and really use this information to decide which of these two layouts is going to fit your needs. Let's first talk about the many things that both of these planners have in common. They are both Day Designer's Premium Flagship Deluxe Planner. They both come in a really sturdy, elegant white drawer storage box that you can use either for keeping your planner safe or putting other papers and files in. They both run for 12 months, whether you choose to get the 12-month calendar year that runs January to December or the 12-month academic year that runs July through June. They both come in the same size options. The full size, as shown here, which measures 9 inches wide by 9.7 inches tall, or also a mini version that's 6.6 inches wide by 8.3 inches tall. They both have a durable, glossy, hard cover that holds up great to spills. It has this really nice, sturdy double O gold wire binding so that you can open the planner up, it lays flat, and you can easily turn the pages back and forth. Both planners have protective gold foil corners with an inside pocket folder, 2 sheets of really beautiful gold stickers. They both contain the same great quality, thick white paper that you can use any kind of planner marker or pen with and really not see too much bleeding through one side to the other. They both have a dark gray text, and then the first several inside pages are completely identical. Both the daily and the weekly planner come with a title page for writing your name and your word of the year. They both have a really helpful self-assessment so that you can really evaluate where you are starting from. They have a what is important to me page where you really identify your values, your passions, your strengths, and the intersection of those three. They have a goal setting page, pages for planning out the steps it will take to reach your goals, and then room to write out your ideal month and your ideal week. Both planners have a 2-page spread with the year at a glance. They both contain a list of important holidays as well as an extra page where you can add your own important birthdays or special dates. They both have really handy gold monthly tabs so that you can flip right to the month that you are on. And they also both have a really helpful bookmark ruler that you can pick out and put back in to mark the page you are currently on and then flip directly there very easily. Perhaps most importantly of all, they are both the same price. They both run $68 for the full version or $58 for the mini. But again, stay tuned to the very end because I've got a little special hookup for you. All right, let's move on to the very important ways in which these two planners differ. First off, there are many more cover design options available in the daily layout than the weekly. If you go with the daily, you can choose from 11 different print designs and 4 different book cloth options for both the full and the mini. The weekly planner, on the other hand, only has 6 different print designs and no book cloth options. Secondly, the daily planner is definitely a little bit heavier than the weekly planner. It weighs 2.6 pounds for the full version or 1.9 pounds for the mini version, whereas the weekly flagship planner is only 1.9 pounds for the full version and 1.4 pounds for the mini. They both have the same 2-page monthly spread with a Monday start date for each week and lots of note-taking space on the left-hand side. Then, most importantly, and this is where your personal preference is really going to be the deciding factor, the weekly planner has a 2-page weekly spread with an inspiring quote, the week's top 3 priorities, some blank daily rows to indicate what needs to happen on each day, a little bit of to-do list space with check boxes to mark off tasks that you complete, a little bit of note-taking space, and then Saturday and Sunday are half size. But very importantly, the weekly planner does not list out hours of the day. And of course, it also doesn't have as much space for writing things out that might need to happen each and every day. Some people might prefer this. I really go back and forth because, as I've mentioned in other videos, I really need to see the whole week at large in order to keep everything together. Sometimes if I'm too focused in on any particular day, I forget what's coming up, and I've definitely had a few things slip through the cracks because of this in the past. Now, the daily layout gives a dedicated page for every single weekday, and then Saturday and Sunday are combined into one page. But for every day, you then have an individual inspiring quote, so many more inspirational quotes throughout the planner. You list out your daily top 3 priorities. You have room to specify something that might be due, what you're gonna make for dinner, any financial things that are coming up in this dollars section, and then room to write things you need to remember in the don't forget section. If you are someone that really likes to have the hours of each day listed out for time blocking or because you have a lot of appointments or anything else, then the daily planner is really going to be your best friend here. And if you are someone that has lots going on and wants lots of to-do list space, then I would also recommend the Daily Flagship because it has tons of to-do list space on every single daily page. Last but not least, there's a little more notes space on the Daily Planner layout, and something that the weekly planner doesn't have that the daily planner does is this gratitude section, so that every single day you can jot down whatever it is that you are thankful for. And I love this. I personally think this is such an important thing to be thinking of every single day. So the main page layouts are what substantially differs between the daily and the weekly planner. But here's the kicker. The weekly flagship comes with so many extras that the daily planner does not. And so this is where making that decision can get a little bit hard. Having a dedicated page for every single day obviously takes up a lot of space, and so there's not room in the daily planner for the kinds of things that the weekly planner can include. Things like 46 non-dated daily planning pages, which I have found to be invaluable. It's kind of the best of both worlds because you have everything that the daily flagship planner layout has, but undated, so that when you have those busy days, or if there's something that you really need to specify and time block, you can do that up to 46 times throughout the year. Additionally, there is way more note-taking space in the weekly planner than the daily. The weekly planner has 19 dedicated lined note-taking pages with handy little boxes up across the top if you want to turn them into columns or, whatever it is you want to do. Whereas there is essentially no note-taking room, no dedicated note-taking pages in the daily planner. All you get are just a couple of blank pages at the very front and the very back of the planner. So if you are someone that likes to journal or has meetings or just needs to be reminded of things, take notes on a regular basis, then you might want to go with the weekly planner because it's the only one that has room to do that. And then the final thing that the weekly planner contains that the daily does not is this extras section where you get 12 months worth of expense tracking. You have a stay on track section with a bunch of really cool lists like books to read, movies to watch. gifts you're gonna give or perhaps receive, and then your bucket list. How fun is that? None of those extras are included in the daily planner because, again, its space is already taken up by having an individual page for each day of the year. I know this can feel like such a hard decision, and I personally wish there was a way to combine all of these things into one. I wish the daily layout included all the extras that the weekly has, right? So, Day Designer, if you are listening, can you help us out and make something like that? That would be the perfect planner. But let me know in the comments which of these two layouts you think is going to best serve your needs. And then when you go to the link in the description, Day Designer has given me an exclusive 10% off discount to share with you. Just use the code Simplicity10 when you check out, and you will get that exclusive discount. I know you're gonna love their flagship planners. Now jump straight into these videos to get more of my top planning tips. Subscribe if you haven't, and then give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. I will see you back soon with another video. Have a great day.